This video is brought to you by Scopic.com. Get yours now.
Hey guys, welcome back. This is Phil from underKG.com, and today we're going to take a look at the Gear S3 Frontier. When it was first announced, Samsung claimed that the S2 and the S2 Classic won't get discontinued, but rather serve as a smaller model for those kind of needs. And that turned out to be true thanks to a recent update that Samsung has brought. And the Gear S3 shares a lot of similarities with the Gear S2 series. So rather than telling you about all the neat features, I'll be picking out on the most dramatic changes that the S3 has brought. Let's start with the design. Firstly, it's got a lot bigger, so if you have a thinner wrist like I do, then you'll probably run into a problem. And overall, the materials got a lot sturdier. You can see that they are a lot more premium looking than ever before, although there seems to be people with the issues on the wheels. The user interaction is still the same. You can either touch the screen or use that iconic wheel around the screen. You can scroll left or right. You can press the button over there to get into the menu. You can scroll that to get to the next menu, or if there is one that you want to get into, you can either tap there or you can just wait there to get it selected. So what do you actually need it for? Samsung wants to push it as a health device. So there is an S Health built in, just like the older devices, and you can check out how you are doing with the overall daily goals. You can check out your calorie that you have burned, your steps that you have taken, the floors that you have climbed, and so on and so forth. You can also tap in there to see more detail on how you are doing or get track of your past week or month or so. Even if you don't tell it to, it will start tracking down your exercise as soon as it reaches 10 minutes. And just like the recent Gear Fit 2, it also has a GPS built in, so you can record your trails even without your phone. And you can also use the S Health app on your phone to learn more about your activity, and the app itself is getting better with every new updates. And unlike the previous ones, even the Bluetooth one, not the LTE model, has a speaker and a microphone built in so you can talk through your phone calls. The battery is also greatly improved. Turning on always on display will make it last about 2 days, and without that, if you decide to turn on your watch with the wrist action, will make it last up to 4 days. When you need to, you can just put it in the wireless charger, but I found out that it only works with the proprietary charger now. Some other features can be found on the Gear app. There you can check out the battery storage and RAM, and you can change the watch face and install more apps on it. And here is settings. You can set up notifications, apps order, and send contents to your Gear. That means you can select music or photo to be sent to your Gear, so you can listen to your music even without getting connected to your phone, because Gear also can pair up its own Bluetooth headset. And there's an option to remotely control your Gear through Wi-Fi connection. So if you have a Samsung account linked to your Gear, you can connect it even if it's outside of the Bluetooth range. But even with this cool new features, I'm still a bit struggling to find out why I need a smartwatch. It is true, you can reply to your message, you can even read news briefing, and there's a Starbucks app so you can order one. And there's also Samsung Pay that's got enhanced support with the MST, so you can pay at virtually any store with the credit card acceptance. But do you need to? That's my question. As I said, if you're an athlete or if you're a runner, then you'll totally need it. It's going to be a great tool for you to be outside without your phone, just tracking your activity, replying to your message, answering your phone calls. But unfortunately, I don't. I'm always with my phone. I'm virtually never off the grid. I don't drive, so my hands are rarely occupied unless I'm doing my dishes. And for simple tasks like notification and calls, I can simply use smart bands. Like there's a Sony Smart Band Talk, there's a Samsung Gear Fit 2. There's a lot more that are simpler, cheaper, and that last longer. So unfortunately, I still don't have a rationale for a smart watch. It's getting better, and the Gear S3 is definitely better than the Gear S2. And to my knowledge, Gear S3 is one of the best smartwatches that you can get out there. But here's the question. Do you want to pay $349.99 for a smartwatch? Some might say yes, some might say no, but I'm still a bit doubtful if it provides that much utility, which is already available on your phone. Of course, it's also true that some of the conventional watches are a lot more expensive and does a lot less than this, but they serve as an accessory and they do have their intrinsic value in it. The smartwatches don't, and they don't seem to provide that much utility to compensate that counterpart. Again, if you're an athlete or if you jog regularly, then it's going to be a great help. But if you're not, I still doubt a bit. Maybe this is as far as the smartwatches go. We're still in the earlier stage of the very category, so we'll wait and have to see. Thank you always for watching. We'll see you guys later, and until then, you can meet us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Ciao.